Kahala Yahweh Shem Yahushua Shem Kakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. As you can hear the ghetto bird going by. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to examine the rant. This guy, Chris Greene from AMTV, did a rant yesterday. A lot of the stuff he was saying was on point. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a little fun. The name of this video is called Petrodollar Collapse Imminent. And we all know, okay, we should know what the petrodollar is. But what we'll do is we'll dissect and examine his rant and just bring out the scriptures. So I'll let a little play, break down what he said, and then match it, filter it through the scriptures. All right, so let's do that. We start here. Okay, basically it's about the petrodollar collapsing, why and what effect it's going to have on Babylon the Great. All right, and what is going to lead to the Third World War and eventually Yahushua and the angels getting involved and shutting everything down and ushering in the kingdom of heaven. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, guess where a lot of that stuff came from, and I'm not going to mention their names. That same area of the world. So this is a very, very striking and precipitous event that is now occurring, which guarantees the fall, in my opinion, of the petrodollar and its imminent collapse. But
okay, so the fall of the petrodollar, right, which is largely tied, let's say, to the stock market. So let's get Howell Yee. Okay, because this guy is all about crypto, which is a stock. It's a investment. This guy's clearly a trader. He's a stock trader. Okay, and crypto is one of those things. So let's get Howell Yee. Howell Yee. Inhabitants. Tarshish, Maktish. So we're just going to let a little play, and then we're going to go get a precept and keep it going. So this is Zephaniah 1 and 11. Howl, ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. One of the reasons why this dude is animated right now, because he's losing his ass. And so he has to sell his products even harder. So he's going to give you a little of both. He's going to give you some truth, and then he's going to come back and start with the witchcraft. Because he's basically a witch dealing with filthy lucre. Okay? He's saying all of this stuff so at the end he can hawk his products, which are gold bars and silver and crypto, right? Buy my products. All right, so back to this. How ye, where to go? Salakia. Zephaniah 1 and 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, Salakia, for all the merchant people are cut down. Maktesh is what? The market district, the stock market. Wall Street. It was the Wall Street of the times. Okay, the market district. Okay, the day traders, the ones that play the market, which is a game, really. All right. Let's look that up. Maktesh. There's Megiddo. Let's look at Mactesh. Mactesh in the Bible. Let's look at that. Meanings and definitions. Mactesh. This is, what is this? Bible study tools. Mactesh, mortar, a place in or near Jerusalem inhabited by silver merchants. It has been conjectured that it was the Phoenician quarter of the city where the traders, day traders, Wall Street, okay, stock market, traders of that nation resided after the Oriental custom. Right? Orient was Asia Minor, I believe. I could be wrong, but okay, Mactesh is a place or near Jerusalem inhabited by silver merchants. Where's this word? Quarter. Traders. Okay. Day trader. What is a day trader? All right. Somebody that plays the market. Okay, back to Zephaniah. What's this word? Market. What market? Stock market. Well, you who live in the market district, stock market, those that are day traders, okay? It says, for all the merchant people are cut down. That's Chris Greene right there. He's losing his ass in the market right now. He moved to Oahu and kept making money while crypto was up, so much so that he moved to Maui, which is way more expensive. His dad lives in Oahu. Chris had made enough money to move to Maui, which he calls Maui Boo, a play on Malibu. It's the Malibu of the Hawaiian Islands, is what he's gloating about. All right, so back to Chris. All right, losing his ass. All right, let's get a little more.
Need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is all by design, of course.
Okay, it's all by design. What is that? Okay. Let's see. What is the plan? A mischievous device. What do you mean it's all by design? Okay. Psalm 21 and 11. For they intended evil against thee, they imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. What is that mischievous device? It's called the NWO. What are they doing? Order out of chaos. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay. He said that this implosion is by design. What are they doing? Kanye even said it. Kanye said, this company, slip of the tongue, Freudian slip. Kanye said, well, this company, Freudian slip, this country, it wasn't a Freudian slip. He rehearsed that Freudian slip to let you know he's aware that America is a company. Okay? It's not a country. It wasn't a Freudian slip. He had the mic. He had the network, Fox News, and he had something to say. He was letting, he was speaking in code is what he was doing. Okay, so let me back this up a hair. He's going to say that this implosion is by design.
Which guarantees the fall, in my opinion, of the petrodollar and its imminent collapse. But you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is all by design, of course, because what's going to happen in 2023, next year, just a couple of months from now, which is 322 in reverse, the introduction of CBDCs.
So him saying that 322 in reverse, what did he say there? He said he's aware of the skull and bones of the secret society, of which he's part of. And he shouldn't be out hawking his wares by exposing the so-called Illuminati, which is what he's doing. Okay. Now, shortly after he is done with his rant, then he starts winking with his eye and speaking with his teaching with his fingers. All right, and we'll get that.
Central bank digital currencies.
CBDC. Okay. What is the CBDC?
23 next year, just a couple of months from now, which is
Listen close.
of the petrodollar and its imminent collapse. But you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is all by design, of course, because what's going to happen in 2023, next year, just a couple of months from now, which is 322 in reverse, the introduction of CBDCs, central bank digital currency.
Okay, now what does that take us to? All right. Takes us straight to the C hip. Okay. CBDC is how you participate in the monetary system of the NWO. Okay? So everything he says, we're going to filter right through the scriptures. Here's what's coming. CBDC is coming. How do you participate? Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Meaning, you can't participate in the monetary system of the NWO unless you get a C hip. Okay? The introduction of the CBDC, which is the banking system of the NWO, all right, comes in next year. Here's what he said. Let's watch it again. So the CBDC requires the C hip.
Because what's going to happen in 2023, next year, just a couple of months from now, which is 322 in reverse, the introduction of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. So they want the petrodollar to collapse. And this is what you need to understand. So as Saudi Arabia and the whole world pivots to Russia, proving that it's not Putin that's the global pariah, the USA is.
Wait a minute. Okay. Have laid a wound under thee. Okay. Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy. What confederacy? Have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, including Vlad, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Let's get this real quick. Vlad Putin. Vlad Putin in Texas with Bush. Let's get some images here. Wait a minute. They that be at peace with thee. What's this? Is this Dick Cheney with Putin? Is that Dick? You know who this is. That's W. W, where's Vlad? Is that Vlad? Let's see. This is Vlad. This is W. They that be at peace with thee. See that? Okay, you see this? See these guys yucking it up down in Crawford, Texas? Here's Daddy, George H.W. Putin arrives in Kennebunkport, okay, Maine. There's Junior, there's Vlad, okay? That's the Confederacy. All of them, okay? Why are they now against each other? Okay, there's plenty of evidence. All right. Let's go back here. Obadiah. All the men of thy confederacy, what confederacy, have brought thee even to the border. All the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Let's get the confederacy real quick. Okay. Psalm 83. They are confederate against thee. Or let's get the confederation here. That word itself is going to come. Right here, Psalm 83 and 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Now it's going to give names. The tabernacles of Edom, which the Bushes and the Putins are all Edomites. But then the Arabs, the Chinese, you were all together at one time. What are the Arabs doing now? Let's get that. OPEC snubs Biden. Saudi Russian oil axis snubs Biden with production cuts of oil. Biden threatens consequences for Saudi Arabia after OPEC. Okay, let's read a little bit of this. So this happened on the 10th, which is like 3 days ago now. But his options are limited. Let's see. See, at one time they were together. They're eating the Arabs, which these are probably Edomites, but a lot of those Saudis are actually Ishmaelites. Some are Edomites. They're eating his bread right now. Okay? But they ain't eating it no more. President Joe Biden is angry at Saudi Arabia for its decision to slash oil production along with its OPEC allies against U.S. wishes, and he's made no secret of it. Okay, he's threatening. Where is he threatening? Okay, the global economy on a knife edge, and energy prices high. Washington sees the kingdom's move, which it made in coordination with Russia and other oil-producing states, as a snub and a blatant display of siding with Moscow, meaning they turned on you, right? The oil producer group in early October announced its largest supply cut since 2020 to the tune of 2 million barrels per day from November, which its members say is designed to spur a recovery in crude prices to counter a potential fall in demand. I want to see where he threatened, where he threatens them right here. For this, Biden said in an interview with CNN on Tuesday that there would be consequences. He did not go further. He did not go into further detail as to what those consequences might be. That is a veiled threat. Veiled threat to what? To Saddam Hussein. So why did Saddam Hussein get dragged through the streets of Iraq after having done long-time business with the U.S.? Because suddenly, out of nowhere, Saddam said, I will no longer be trading my oil in the petrodollar. I'm moving to the euro. They drug his ass through the street for that. So what do you think these consequences they're talking about? Oh, you're not going to trade with us no more? You're going to go somewhere else and accept the ruble or some yen? Oh, well, you know what the consequences are, right? Okay. So what is this about? The petro. What does petro mean? It means oil. The petrodollar, the oil dollar. This directly goes to what OPEC is doing right now. The petrodollar is collapsing. Why? Because OPEC said, look, we're out. All right? Our agreement has come to an end in 2019? We don't have to do this anymore. We have options now. Okay?
In fact, Biden was warning of consequences to Saudi Arabia today. Yeah, like, what are you going to do, dude? What are you going to do, Joe? Huh? What you going to do? They're laughing at you over there.
Let's get that. Okay? Why are they laughing? Who's laughing? He said they're laughing. Who is he talking about? He's talking about Saudi Arabia. Let's get that. Where are we going? Ezekiel 38. Okay. The land of Magog is talking about the Russians. 38, Ezekiel 38 and 7. Be thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, right? Right, which is talking about these guys, right? That's their company. All thy company that are assembled unto thee. And now Saudi Arabia went over there and said, hey, we're going to do an oil deal with you. We need that protection. And be thou a guard unto them. So when Chris Greene says, what the fuck are you going to do? Hey, what you going to do? What you going to do? He said, we got the protection of the Russians. We're going to do business with them. Just like you protected us during our deal. The deal was we'll trade in nothing but the petrodollar and you protect us. Well, here you have a veiled threat, okay? Biden threatens consequences for Saudi Arabia and OPEC. All right? There will be consequences. That's a threat. What are the consequences? Well, listen again.
Which is 322 in reverse. The introduction of CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. So they want the petrodollar to collapse. And this is what you need to understand. So as Saudi Arabia and the whole world pivots to Russia, proving that it's not Putin that's the global pariah, the USA is. In fact, Biden was warning of consequences to Saudi Arabia today. Yeah, like, what are you going to do, dude? What are you going to do, Joe? Huh? What you going to do? They're laughing at you over there. There's no respect at all. There's none. Okay, again, this...
Because Russia is protecting the Saudis in this new deal. Okay? Russia is being thou a guard unto them.
Proves that the global pariah is not Putin, it's the USA, arguably.
These shall hate the whore, let's get that, and burn her with fire. Okay, and that's not specifically talking about, this is talking more about the 10 horns, okay, the EU, which Russia is not part of, but All right. Right now, what is Germany doing right now? They're trying to get the hell up out of NATO. Right? They're not down anymore. Okay. And I'll go back. Sluck it. Revelation 17:16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. The whore is America. Okay. The beast is NATO and the EU. The 10 horns is the EU. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Okay. That's coming. But where were we? We were at Obadiah. All the men. Okay. All your allies will turn against you. Okay? Vlad was an ally with the United States. We showed the picture. The Saudis were allies. They're turning on you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. Biden, when he was rebuffed, right? When he got bitch slapped in front of the whole world, he was like, huh? Oh, there's going to be consequences. Oh, no, there's going to be protection. All right, so let's go back.
Also, Putin is looking at strategic hubs, energy hubs, and building out new energy centers in places in countries like Turkey to combat what just happened in Nord Stream 1, 2 pipe.
Turkey is part of NATO. Turkey is getting out of NATO. Okay? Turkey is threatening NATO right now. Nord Stream, I'm not sure about 1, but I know that 2 was going straight into Germany. Okay? Listen.
Strategic hubs, energy hubs, and building out new energy centers in places in countries like Turkey to combat what just happened in Nord Stream 1, 2 pipelines. Okay, so understand too that they could have changed the pressure very easily on those pipes, the natural gas pipelines serving Germany mostly and also Europe, and cause those explosions to happen.
So the EU is about to crumble. Why? On energy, among other things. They're turning on each other, really. All right? And then he's going to go into what I've been saying for years now. World War II was about sanctions, embargoes, and oil, or as they say now, energy. He's going to say it out of his own mouth.
So again, this just proves the point. And we are in a more dangerous time than we were in the 1960s, than we were when we were at a hair trigger post the tragic Bay of Pigs failed invasion, okay, when we were on the brink of war and nuclear Armageddon. It is far worse. That's the reason why Joe was instructed, the president, Biden was instructed to use the words Armageddon. That didn't come from his gut. That didn't come from his soul. He was told to say that because they've ratcheted up tensions to levels that we've never seen before.
And now we have General Armageddon. I made a video yesterday, Armageddon in general. Okay, so you see where this thing is going. We'll do a little bit more. All right, let's get Armageddon real quick, even though we had it yesterday. What is it, 16 and 16? It's Revelation 16. We'll get it in Berean. Revelation 16 and 16. And they assembled the kings and, not the kings, the armies. There was demonic spirits. Let's get King James. And he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Harmageddon. Okay? All right? What does it say above that? Yeah, the kingdoms, the armies of the kingdoms. Har means mountain of troops. Megiddo, mountain of the troops. Okay, so we can find that anywhere. He gathered them together. Who's being gathered together? Right, here we go. Now the spirits gathered the kings and their armies. Kings aren't going to be down there fighting. Their armies are. The troops. Okay? Harmagadwan is the mountain of troops. There's the troops right here. Not so much the kings. Kingdoms, yeah. All right? So there you have it. A little bit more. There's Harmagadwan.
So we are in DEF CON, in my opinion, infinity right now. But again, you got to understand where this course of action is going. But I'm just making the point that all wars are fought over energy. They're fought.
All wars are fought over oil. It used to be oil. But with Nord Stream, what is that? That's natural gas. It's energy. Okay, so you have to change your terms to fit what's going on today. Okay.
To levels that we've never seen before. So we are in DEF CON, in my opinion, infinity right now. But again, you got to understand where this course of action is going. But I'm just making the point that all wars are fought over energy. They're fought over embargoes. They're fought over oil. It's fought over coal. Whether or not this is World War I, World War II, the lead up to Pearl Harbor, or it's the lead up to what's happening now with sanctions being implemented all across the world. It's also going to get very interesting because countries like Germany can now work, after the Nord Stream 1 and 2 blew up, that wasn't leaving them a lot of options. But now that Putin is actually going to establish new energy hubs in countries like Turkey, then they actually could negotiate and they could relieve the sanctions. So this is very, very dire. Again, what have I been telling you guys? Get out of the banks. You earn nothing there. Inflation won't stop. They're lying to you. Inflation's not transitory. Hyperinflation is permanent. And what are we getting? The CPI numbers, the wholesale numbers that came out, inflation is still at record highs. It's not going to stop. It's a lagging indicator. They can't turn off the spigot. They printed trillions of dollars worth of debt. Who's going to buy our U.S.?
I bought yacht. Okay. Let's get that real quick. Thick clay. Let's get the old thick clay reference. Laden. Where is it at? How come I can't find that? Thick. Clay. Huh, it doesn't come up. Oh, wow. Let me get it up on my phone. Find it. Slocky, bear with me for a moment. Bear with me, please. Habakkuk 2:6. Slovakia. Habakkuk 2 and 6, shall not all these, okay, shall not all these take up a parable against him? What is wrong? And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth, that's what, ladeth himself with thick clay. All right, I bought yacht right here. Debt. See if we can find that anywhere in here. We learned that from extortion. Making himself wealthy by extortion. We learned that from our elder apostles. Rich by extortion, pledges, loans, debt, with many loans, many pledges, loans, goods taken in pledge, cheated others of what belonged to them, debt, debtors, there's that word, okay, good news, thick clay, debt, we found it, all right, so yeah, we're getting ready to close this, just wanted to examine the rant. He's about through. He's about to start winking with his eye and teaching with his finger.
Let's read that now, guys. Not Saudi Arabia, not China, not Russia. Well, we're going to have Japan, which has been lost in a decade of deflation by our debt. We're screwed. And so you need to understand this. This is a currency war and a currency reset, and the USA is running out of ammunition. And the Saudis are laughing in all of our faces. So this is not good. This is not good at all. So you need to take care of you and your own. This is what you guys need.
Okay, now watch his hands. He's already teaching with his hands. All right. Now his truth, he's done with the truth. Now he's going to start selling his product. The first thing he's going to do is hit you with some witchcraft. Okay, you're going to throw out the Vesica Pisces continually as though it's just him, you know, just continuing to speak. You see, he hasn't done anything like that until this point. But now he's going to do it continually as he casts a spell on you to try to get you to buy his product. And letting his fellow adepts know that he's still with them. Even though I pushed out all this truth, but I'm still with my brothers.
Understand, you are the new America. You build yourself up. You create cash flows. You get out of the bank. You make wise investments. You start new businesses. You improve your body, your mind, and your soul. Stop relying on dirty politicians and corrupt officials, okay, and a collapsing, too big to fail bailout economy to save you. The only person that can save you is yourself and Lord Jesus Christ, our King, which you should ultimately put all your faith in.
Now, you know he's talking about Caesar because you wouldn't be doing this. You wouldn't be involved in this fraternity that got you doing this. You're not talking about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're talking about Caesar Borgia, the one that loves everybody, the devil. Okay? And you're a devil. And we're going to prove it right now. Teach. With teacher. fingers. Is he not teaching with his fingers? Right here. Let's get a clear shot. Come on now. See them fingers go. See them fingers? That's a clear Vesica Pisces, that he knows what he's doing. You don't just do that. Okay, that's casting. That's divination, witchcraft. Where were we? Proverbs. Okay. Let's get Proverbs 16 and 12. All right, a naughty person. Chris Greene is a naughty person. A wicked man. Chris Greene is a wicked man. Walketh with a froward mouth. He got diamond nuts. Okay. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. That's his mind. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. This dude is slanging his products. Okay? What is it? Come to my school. Buy my products. Get in.
Assist. You improve your body, your mind, and your soul. Stop relying on dirty politicians and corrupt officials, okay, and a collapsing, too big to fail bailout economy to save you. The only person that can save you is yourself and Lord Jesus Christ our...
Yourself is do what thou wilt, okay? You are God, okay? That's where he's coming from. And then the Lord Jesus Christ is talking about Caesar Borgia, the one that loves everybody, not our Lord Yahweh should be Shai, okay?
Which you should ultimately put all your faith in. So I'm Christopher Greene. I've got a brutal workout ahead. I love all you guys. I always get up at like 4 a.m. roughly. I get up.
Sell your product.
Sports. This is how I became a division storm ahead. In the coming days, weeks, and months, people are going to realize that we've already been years, decades ahead of the curve here on. We're watching everything degrade in the westernized world.
We've been ahead of the curve.
To understand the truth. I gave you plenty of time to learn these skills, and now you're running out of time. And now we're watching everything degrade in the westernized world, and the rest of all these countries pivot away from us. This is an absolute disgrace. And the politicians in power today have not done us any favors. So anyways, if you're still relying on that broken system, you've got a newsflash and a grand awakening coming your way. You need to rely on yourself. Anyways, I love all you. God bless you all. I got a big heart. I always tell you how it is, and I always speak the truth. Get ready now. Join us. Click the link below. Island Project.
Selling his wares right here. Buy my wares. It's your only way out. Rely on yourself. No. Nope.
And I always speak the truth. Get ready now. Join us. Click the link below. Island Project. Get in today. We are the new America.
See that teaching with his finger? America's about to be destroyed.
Island Project. Get.
All right. So with that, we hope that the elect will edify you brothers and few sisters. That way, I say shalom.